These three questions are all about adding or subtracting algebraic fractions. Now, they might look more complicated, but there are some tricks that we can do to make them a little bit more simpler. Let's take a look at the first one. The denominator here is y plus 1. The denominator on this side is 4y plus 4. Now we could cross multiply so that we've got them on the same denominator, but if we really think about it, we can see the y plus 1 within this denominator. So let's factorize this one. We'll leave the first one as is, have our minus, our 3, and we can divide out 4 on this bottom one to have y plus 1. Now when we look at the two different fractions, we can see that the base is almost the same. The only difference is that this one doesn't have the 4. So if we multiply the top and the bottom by 4 and 4, we should get the same denominator, and then we can simply add or subtract the top. So 4 by 9, 36. This will be on 4, y plus 1. The other side stays the same because we didn't multiply it by anything, and now we have the same base. So we can write them out on the same base, and then we can look at the top and say 36 take 3 is 33. Again, you should always look to see if anything can cancel out. In this case, 33 divided by 4 doesn't work. Okay, and that's how we've made it simpler. Instead of cross multiplying with the two large bases, we looked for something similar within the base to see if we could do it more quickly. Kind of like adding a base 2 and a base 6 and multiplying the base 2 by 3. This one we can do the same thing. We just have to remember that this y squared take 16 is the same as y plus 4, y take 4. That's our difference of squares. So let's rewrite the first one with 4. We have y plus 4 and y take 4 minus 5 on y plus 4. Now the only difference between the two is that this one has a minus 4 in it and this one doesn't. So if we multiply the top and bottom in this case by the y take 4, we can get them onto the same base. It'll be y plus 4, y take 4 minus 5 y take 4, y plus 4, and y take 4. Now if we simplify the top, so we've got on the same base, we have 6 minus, we have minus 5 times y, so minus 5y, and minus 5 times minus 4, so plus 20. And then simplifying again, adding our two numbers together, we would have 26 minus 5y on the y plus 4, y take 4. Now again, quick look at this says that we can't actually simplify that any further. Now question 43 here, this is the same kind of thing. We can actually factorize these two bases to see what they say, to see if there's any similarities, to stop us from having to do too much work. So we have 2a plus 7. We factorize this one. We've got a 5 and a 3 will get us to the 2. So we're going to have an a. In this case we want it to be minus 5. And a plus 3, that will get us to a minus 2 there. And then we're minus 3a minus 4. And again we've got a 5 and a 2 will get us to the 10, but we want negative 7, so both minus. So we'll have a minus 5 and a minus 2. Now we look at the bases, they both have a minus 5, so we want to cross multiply just the a minus 2 and the a plus 3. So we're going to put on, I'm going to do it really quick here, we're going to have 2a plus 7 on the top here, and multiplying this one by a minus 2. And we have the 3a minus 4 on the top here, and we're multiplying this one by a plus 3. And this is all going to be on a minus 5, a plus 3, and a minus 2. That just saved me some space, but if you can't see that, you can put in all the extra steps like you see over on this one. Now at this point we can expand everything and simplify on the top, so we're going to have 2a squared, 7a, 3a minus 14 minus, I'm going to put this in brackets so I don't lose that minus, we have 3a squared minus 4, 9, so plus 5a and minus 12. Right, and again, all on that same base, a minus 5, a plus 3, a minus 2. Now we can simplify the top. Don't forget this minus is going to be minus that, minus that, and minus that. So we have 2a squared minus 3a squared will be minus a squared. We have 3a minus 5a will be minus 2a. And we have minus 14 minus 12. So plus 12 will be minus 2. And this is over a minus 5, a plus 3, a take 2. And that's it. Can't simplify the top. And so that's the end of that question.